Hey there, Waste Potential 616, back again with some more comic reviews. I've still got a lot of comics to get through, and yeah, I'm gonna have to get through them pretty quickly before the next lot come out. So I'll do slightly shorter reviews, I think. But okay, Secret Avengers issue 2. I don't know. I enjoyed the first issue, and it has a lot of potential. It really does, but something about this particular issue, I just felt there was something missing. And I can't really explain it. Edward Baker, he's a good writer. This is well written, and the story's sort of progressing at a reasonable pace. Get a little bit of action here. There's. I kind of want to say that I found it a bit boring, but I can't understand why, because there's plenty of stuff going on. It's left with a bit of a cliffhanger, and I enjoyed the artwork. Diodato, it is Diodato, yeah. He does a good job here, but just something about this issue, I don't know. I really can't place it. I think just maybe the overall story just isn't interesting to me. This, they're on Mars doing a bit of an investigation, but I think it's just a bit of an early lull because, Edward Baker, his reputation precedes him, and this team has such a lot of potential. It's an interesting collection of characters put together. So, definitely, pick up the next issue, but I don't know, just something was missing with this. Can't put my finger on it. Anyway, but, I think it's still worth giving the series a go. Alright, Deadpool, Wade Wilson's War. I think I said in the previous review I did for the first issue, but I'll repeat it again. I was getting a bit too Deadpooled out. There's so many Deadpool comics out there. The character is being overexposed. That's a fact. I think everyone can agree. But the comic book shop guy, he recommended I pick it out, and this is really good. The first issue was a lot of fun, and it continues to be a lot of fun. Sort of a quasi kind of origin of Deadpool. I was calling him Dave Paul, Deadpool. But that's only a very small element to the story. He's being interrogated by this military court, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a bit where he's like dressed as Michael Jackson, just random, jokes hit the right notes and beats. The jokes are funny. The sort of going over this story about Deadpool and this team consisting of Bullseye, Domino, and Silver Sable. It's just really interesting. As well as being funny and like a typical Deadpool book. And it has sort of like this political undertone, very subtle, but it's, sort of about, American foreign policy and whatnot. But, it's a Deadpool book, it's not deep and political, it just has a slight undertone. But yeah, this is just a really fun comic book, and if you're a Deadpool fan, really strongly pick it up. Even if you're getting a little bit overloaded with Deadpool, maybe drop one of the other Deadpool, one of the millions of Deadpool titles. I mean, I dropped Deadpool Team Up, but this is really a lot of fun, very good. Fantastic Four 580. This was a good issue. I've been enjoying Hickman's run on the Fantastic Four. But it's getting to the point where I think Hickman needs to pull all these elements together, which he's set up. He's done these cool sort of interesting one-off stories, which are kind of slightly loosely connected. but now it feels like that a lot of these stories are just unfinished. So many dangling plot threads, and he's respect him. He's using a different writing style to a lot of other writers. I feel like he's almost taking a risk. He's doing a sort of similar thing in Secret Warriors, but I feel like that's actually more complete than what's going on in Fantastic Four at the moment. Basically, the prime story in this is quite a funny little story with Arcade, Impossible Man, and the Human Torch, and some of the Franklin Richards and some other characters. And it's a fun little story, interesting. Then it drops the stuff with New Earth, which just goes through like New Earth. This happened in plus 600 years, 1,000 years, and whatnot. And I know he's setting that up for something later on, but he's done that a few times. And I just feel, I think people are going to start losing patience. He really does need to start bringing it together. But that said, a lot of cool, interesting ideas, and he's doing a good job with Fantastic Four. He is. Please don't get me wrong. He writes them very well. He's probably one of the best writers. His interpretation of the Fantastic Four is probably one of the best, which I've seen for a very long time. I just feel he really starts needing to pull things together a little bit now, but still a good comic. Green Lantern 55. This was a brilliant comic. Jeff Johns just doing a great job. He like leaves little seeds for things, as just storylines in the future as well. This is interesting little intro with the Spectre. Which only a little hint, a little taster, but still very good. But it's just a brilliant fight with Lobo, Hal Jordan, Atrocities, and Astro, and Star Sapphire. It's brilliant. Just, the dialogue's great. The pencils, Doug, Mark or Mahaken, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but he's a bloody brilliant artist. Just really action-packed, really, dynamic composition, really great use of the page, I say this about a lot of comics sometimes, it's worth it just for the art, I'd say, but there's a fun, cool storyline going on. There's a big fight, it consists of basically a big fight, but it's leading into something bigger. Atrocities is up to something. The bit of a twist at the end, and the twist at the end leads to the possibility of something very interesting. Basically, we might see Lobo with one of the rings of light. Should be cool. And there's a little backup story on how the cat that has one of the rage rings, its origin. That was a bit of fun, cool. There's a little preview of Lex Luthor's story as well. But yeah, this was just a lot of fun. A cool fight issue, but well written. It's building towards something bigger. Really good. Just can't sing its praises enough. Green Lantern is becoming has been just a really fun, exciting issue. As I said before, I feel a lot of the whole Brightest Day thing, I think you're going to need to go to Green Lantern to get your Brightest Day fix, But yeah, a lot of fun. Jeff Johns, good stuff. I think I better leave it at that before I run out of time. But, see you later, guys, and I'll be back soon with more comic reviews.